The lost learning. It's all about perspective. You speak of the lost learning, but how can we lose what we didn't possess? The things that didn't happen. You did learn, but differently, about different things in difficult times. You learnt to bake a cake when you might have practiced algebra. You learnt to enjoy the quiet of your own mind when you could have conquered adverbial phrases, the subtle modal verb, the infinite possibilities. You were learning, just differently. When we wake up, we do not say we lost the chance to brush our teeth because we ate breakfast first. We just brush them next, because that's the logical thing to do. It builds on what came before. As educators, we will do the same. Entrusted with the precious minds of our children, how could we do anything but? We will assess the facts, gauge requirement, and move learning forward, delicately, like fine brushstrokes, until a masterpiece emerges. You can't stop learning from happening. It's older than schools, more primitive than education. It is organic and goes on without us. Please don't dwell on what didn't happen. Nothing was lost. Think, what did you gain? Welcome back, Year 10s. As we come back to school in these strange times, we all, including teachers, have been through a roller coaster of different emotions, which we must remember are all valid. One thing that you may have been worrying about is that you have missed out on some of your learning. So I hope that as you came in, you reflected on the poem which was being read and realised that it is not that you've not learnt anything. In fact, for a lot of us, we've learnt a lot, but it has just been different. So during this time, how has it made you feel? Do you look at others and feel that you don't match up, that they do things better than you? Or do you sometimes judge others and feel that you are working much harder than them? If so, I'd like you to consider this short parable that I'm going to read. A water bearer in India had 2 large pots. Both hung on the ends of a pole, which he carried across his neck. One of the pots had a crack in it, while the other pot was perfect and always delivered a full portion of water. At the end of the long walk from the stream to the house, the cracked pot always arrived half full. The poor cracked pot was ashamed of his own imperfection and miserable that it was able to accomplish only half of what it had been made to do. After 2 years of what it perceived to be a bitter failure, it spoke to the water bearer one day by the stream. "I'm ashamed of myself and I want to apologise to you. I have been able to deliver only half my load because this crack in my side causes water to leak out all the way back to your house. Because of my flaws, you have to do all of this work and you don't get full value from your efforts." The bearer said to the pot, "Did you not notice that there were flowers only on your side of the path, but not on the other pot's side? That's because I've always known about your flaw, and I planted flower seeds on your side of the path, and every day while we walk back, you've watered them. For 2 years, I have been able to pick these beautiful flowers to decorate the table. Without you being just the way you are, there would not be this beauty to grace the house." Thankfully, God uses cracked pots, as we see in this parable. You do not need to be perfect for God to use you, and He will use you just as you are. So as we come back in these ever-changing times, I would like to finish with a poem that I wrote when on holiday. as I watched boats patiently waiting for the tide to return so that they could move again. The tides of change. Anchor me in the harbour as I wait on your name. Prompt me with your spirit as the time draws near to hoist the sails and prepare to move. As the tide, it is a-changing. All is peaceful as patience reigns. How long, we ask, until this change? Still watching and waiting as we are prepared for the tide which is a-changing. The time is nigh, the wind it blows. Raise the rigging, here we go. No need to worry or to fear. The Lord's at hand, his guiding steers. We think we're late, so rush on ahead, or even procrastinate instead. But always know that the Lord's at hand, and nothing is lost in his mighty hand. Let us pray. Lord, as we wait in this time of change, help us to be patient as we learn in whatever form that may take, and as you renew us to prepare us for the future. Thank you that as we return to school, you will help us to deal with a new way of working. And as we all come back refreshed, may we embrace this new start. Amen. Also, can I just say, remember that if you ever need a listening ear, you know where to find me in the chapel. God bless and welcome back. Why do I want to cry?